What's up, boo? Welcome back to my channel. I know that I'm looking a little crazy, but here we are. You know me, I always do eyes first. That's just how we roll around here. Anyways, I wanted to come here today because sometimes starting off in makeup can be really daunting if you're not exactly sure what to pick, where to go, things like that, and we all want a flawless base. So I thought I'd just come to you today breaking down two of the major applicators, breaking down the sponge and the brush. If you like these kind of videos, be sure to like, comment, and share, and be sure to subscribe, and let's get into it. So I have already primed my face so that we can get ready to go in with the foundation. Today, the foundation I'm going to be using is this NARS foundation. This is one of my all-time favorites. Hopefully it's still a good shade for me because it's been a very hot, very sunny summer. So we're going to see. Again, the two main applicators right now are the sponge or the brush. With the sponge, you always want to, I'm trying to get it good because the lighting's a little funky today, and let me tell you. Okay, that's a little bit better. There we go. With a sponge, you always want to dampen it. If you are into sheer coverage, light coverage, this one's going to be the way to go. It's going to kind of soak up quite a bit of the product to give that lighter coverage feel. If it's like a light product, I wouldn't recommend wearing or using a beauty blender or a sponge of some sort to apply it because it's going to shear it out even more. Brushes are going to offer more medium to full coverage and blur out the skin. They're also going to help to cover any dark spots a little bit better than a sponge would. Like I said, this one is the Sephora collection. I also use the e.l.f. ones. They have really good, affordable options. They don't last as long, but I think they're like $6 or so, so you can kind of replace them. Beauty blenders or sponges. Beauty blender is one of them. This is the brand ASOS, I believe. I actually got it off of Amazon. It's nice and squishy. I really enjoy this one. This one will also help to kind of blur out the foundation, help cover up pores, that kind of thing. So it's really going to come down to the kind of look that you're going for with your foundation. If you're wanting more of a full coverage, I would recommend doing a brush. If you're wanting more of a light sheer coverage, I would recommend more of a sponge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go half in with a sponge, half in with a brush so that you can see. I'm also going to zoom you in a little bit. Alright, so again, going in with the NARS, I'm going to take, oh, it's starting to already come out. I'm going to take it on the butt of my sponge. And we're going to take this much right here. Let's see if I can correct this a little bit more. That's a bit better. So this is what it looks like when you blend it out. This is naturally a more medium coverage type of foundation, but super lightweight. It is one of my favorites. Luckily the color still looks like it works. So here's what it looks like when you go in with a sponge. You can still see my skin coming through, the dark spots, things like that. All of that still is like coming through. It just looks like it just evened it out. Quite a bit of it actually on the sponge. Sponges are not typically the way that I like to apply makeup. I'm more of a brush person. So let me shake this up again. We're going to put a little bit on the brush. And like I said, brushes are going to give a little bit more of a fuller coverage. With brushes, I tend to kind of pat in the middle of the face. And then usually when I get down to like my neck area, since I want it to blend in, I will use a little bit more of a swiping motion. And this is what this side is looking like. So you can tell it gave more coverage than that on this side. You can see the difference head on. Even around my mouth, you can tell the difference because I do have hyperpigmentation right here. And you can tell that this one is much more covered even than this side is. The foundation itself still feels light. It shouldn't change the way that it feels on your skin, but it will change the coverage. This is the side that I typically enjoy when I'm doing a full face like I am today. So I am going to go in with another layer of the sponge just so you can see that a sponge does allow you to build up, but you may just need a little bit more product than you typically would when you're using a sponge or using a brush. So as you can tell, we got to where the coverage is on this side, but it does just take a little bit more. And then I don't typically put too much. How many times can I say typically? I don't put too much on my forehead. I do more so just like for that to be even. And sponges are also great for the hairline. So if you wear any type of wig, extensions, I wear extensions, but this is actually all of my hair. They're great to help blend all of that out. So that's what it looks like. We've got two coats on this side, one side with the brush, and then just sheared out and used whatever was left on the sponge for my forehead. Again, I am more of a brush person. That tends to be like my go-to. Elf, Sephora, Real Techniques has some that are really good. Eco Tools is another drugstore brand. There's one more, Mod Tools or something like that, starts with an M. Usually you can get it at Walmart. Those ones also have really good products as well. The sponges, Elf has really good sponges. The ASOS brand from Amazon, I think it's like a 6-pack for $10. They're one of my favorites. This is my second pack, and I'll probably get a new one in the new year. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that's what we're looking like today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and then I hope that it was helpful. May God continue to bless you, and I will see you next time.